만약 핵주먹 마이크 타이슨과 여자 MMA 파이터 6명이 싸우면 누가 이길까?
Also, like women and male jiu-jitsu fighters who fight and the women win. It's like the only sport where like a woman genuinely has a chance.
Yeah, but you're talking about prime Mike Tyson. If you were talking about a UFC regular guy, of course the women are going to win. We're talking about prime Mike Tyson. No, you can listen. You can listen now. Now you can listen. You understand because you're strawmanning right now off of. You're saying in a 1v1 fight.
Yes. The heavyweight fighter is going to get knocked out. Mike Tyson now has to worry about one person doing that who was trained their whole life.
Okay, they're not going to start in a chokehold. First of all,
no, I'm
will
not.
They get out of it?
No.
Second of all, yeah, a heavyweight could absolutely get out.
No shot.
And they would the person that's 100 pounds less than them.
No shot. No shot whatsoever.
It literally has happened many times in same weight classes. A fight of 6 people trying to fight one person. There's 3 people not fighting in a 6v1.
Again, one person gets behind him and a head kick to the back of the head, he's dead. There's no rules.
You could look at the fight where there was 3 guys facing one big guy, and they got railed. You put a prime Mike Tyson that hits as hard as he does and is as skilled as a boxer as he was, he will the 6 women. I'm sorry. Just off of the pure fact of if there was a way that they could fight at the same time and get all 6 women, yeah, sure. But I'm also taking into the account that they can't hit as many times as they want to because there's 6 people on one.
인터넷 생방에서 수많은 사람들이 뒤섞인 논쟁이었기에 다소 정신없었지만 비교적 타이슨 쪽으로 기울어지는 분위기였다. 물론 복싱과 MMA는 결이 다르며 성별을 떠나 MMA 파이터 입장에서 자존심이 상할지도 모르지만 의외로 남자 UFC 파이터들의 입장은 명확했으며 타이슨도 재치 있는 발언으로 화답을 한다.
Mike Tyson influences all of our training because everybody's trying to do it, you know, from the head movement side to side to the big lunging hooks to just power in every punch. You know, not many guys can actually train like Mike Tyson though, because if you ever watch some of his training footage,
I think that he just walked around with a chip on his shoulder, you know, and it showed in the ring. He came out there, he put the law down right away, and most of the people ended on their back in, you know, with less than 30 seconds.
To be in a combat sport like fighting, any type of fighting, you have to have that somewhat of that fearless attitude, and nobody had it better than Mike Tyson.
The mentality that he brings, the way that he stares opponents down, the way that he tries to intimidate people. You know, walking in that cage, you know, you're invincible, and having that attitude that you're going in there and you're going in there to work, you're going in there to basically take the other man out.
Just the killer instinct he brings into the cage is just, it's unmatched, you know, he's just ferocious.
I hate to tell you, everyone gets nervous. It's terrifying in the back there. And Mike Tyson said when he's in the back, he's so scared he doesn't want to go out there. Sometimes they have to talk him into walking out of his dressing room. This is Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet.
Do you think you could have learned all the wrestling moves and the takedown defense and could have been a champion in something like the UFC?
I could have done all that stuff. But once someone stepped on my foot, I would have tapped out. My feet are my weak spot. You step on my feet, I'm gonna tap out.
누가 승자가 될지는 알 수 없으나 이미 내 채널에서 최강의 여자 파이터들과 남자 파이터들의 격투기 영상을 소개한 바 있다. 격투기는 태생적으로 어쩔 수 없이 남자가 유리했다면 여자 선수들이 강세인 테니스는 과연 어떨까?
Someone of Margaret's stature. I think Margaret's playing the best tennis of her life. And I think Bobby Briggs is living on his past. He's 55 years old and, you know, wears glasses. And I'd be surprised if he wouldn't have a coronary right there. But I really, truly believe that Margaret will win.
1973년 은퇴한 55세의 남자 테니스 선수 바비 릭스는 여자 테니스를 보는 이유는 그녀들의 복장과 늘씬한 다리 때문이다라고 발언을 했고 이에 격분한 24번의 그랜드슬램을 달성한 최강의 여자 테니스 선수 마가렛 코트가 그에게 도전장을 던진다.
Mr. Rick. 30, 50.
saying that.
There it is. Kenny Briggs has won the first set by a score of 6-2. 15. And Tony. Second set takes the first game. After beating Margaret, scored 6.
두 남녀 테니스 전설들의 성대결은 2대0 바비릭스의 완승으로 끝났으며 운 나쁘게 이 경기는 날짜와 맞물려 어머니 날의 학살이라고 불리는 불명예까지 안겼다. 이후에도 여자 테니스계의 최강자 윌리엄스 자매가 피지컬 차이를 인정하는 가운데 남자 테니스 랭킹 203위 카라스텐 브라쉬와 번갈아 대결했지만 두 자매는 6대1, 6대2로 나란히 털리고 만다. 그러나 이후에도 여전히 윌리엄스 자매는 일부 여성 우월주의자들에게 떠밀려 남녀 성대결의 중심에 서게 되고 이번에도 남자들은 여성 우월주의자들의 주장을 강하게 반박하고 나선다.
Well, Serena Williams is a very skillful tennis player, right? She's the most skillful tennis player in the history of women's tennis.
Also very powerful.
Right, but she would be comprehensively thrashed by any of the top 100 men in the world. She said it herself.
Top 100?
Said it herself. I suspect it's more than that, right? Doesn't mean she's not skillful.
I can't believe
it means she's
true.
not as skillful.
I can't believe that's true with Serena.
It wasn't gender-based. They actually ranked everyone based on your performance score. And before gender got into the conversation, we were just saying who's the fastest at the school, who had the highest Jesse Owens score. I think where he's coming from is what's her score in tennis? Not gender, not putting her against a man to validate it, just if it was all messed up as one. Where was she ranking? In his eyes, he says 700.
Why was it necessary for you to say that anybody, Serena, couldn't beat the 700th player on the men's circuit?
As you know well enough, Charlie, I respect Serena very much so, okay? And honest feedback, she's the greatest player, female player that ever lived. Then the lady said to me, I don't remember which one, but she said, why did you say woman? Why don't you just say the greatest, tennis player that ever lived? Say what I really felt. I mean, which is about what I think she would be. I think you're referring to the fact that I said she'd be about 700 in the world.
Yeah. Would you like to apologize?
No. Why don't you combine, just solve the problem? I'm sure the men would be all for this. The men and women play together. And then we don't have to guess.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll bet.
40-50.
Yeah, that's the one I'm waiting for.
40.
All right, well, this is kind of... Oh.
Game USA. 30.
You know what? That
Game.
the end is a lob. There's that. Oh, come on, John. Where Serena's going to stand for that serve. And she didn't get a hold of that one, but you can see, being aggressive, she's not standing back. She's... This is also a...
Game.
Advanced guard.
40.
그리고 더 이상 남자들의 재물이 되고 싶지 않았던 세레나 윌리엄스는 토크쇼에서 솔직한 자신의 입장을 밝힌다.
Actually, it's funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match. And I'm like, Andy, seriously, like, are you kidding me? Because for me, tennis and men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost two separate sports. So I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis, and I do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill me.